All right. We've got sweet Battletech today. Chat's doing well. Chat's doing real well for 135 days. All right. I need thank you QED for setting that up. I need answers about this passive skill thing, QED. So if you have answers to this, I have D&D questions that I want answered, particularly about passive skills. And it's gonna derail my thinking for like all morning, because it's been derailing my thinking all morning since I've been awake and derailing my thinking last night. So if you have a moment to chat about it and have some understanding of it, I'd love to chat about it. I'm happy to do it on stream if you like. It's gonna probably be confusing for my players who are showing up, for my viewers who are showing up for Battletech, but I would love to have some answers for that. Hey, Darvenom. Okay, so where are we going? We have travel for 9 more days, and our vehicle is going to be done in 2, which means that we have time for setting up more mech-based stuff. So we should do that. We should do that. All right, what did we do? We've got our. Did we get our? Oh, we got our glorious flamer brawler. Yes! Oh my goodness, I'm excited about this. Real excited about that. What else do we get? How are our mech warriors coming? Chat runs away very, very quickly. Brave Sir Chat. This actually, the more I look at this, the less I think this is really what I should be doing for a pilot for this. That's right. Barbecue season has come to Battletech. So do you have any knowledge of passive perception in D&D 5e universe, QED? Because I would love to have that answered. Because it's distracting me even right now. I feel like I maybe should have gone.
Yes, Commander.
So Master Tactician seems really good. Machine guns can be good for headshots. Yeah, I was looking at that too, Dire Venom. Although they feel still like less likely than missiles, and missiles don't give me headshots all that often. I mean, if I dump, like I'm looking at SRMs, right? Like look at our SRM boats. So let's go take a quick look at this. Are you a D&D 5e player, Vaxterius? I'm happy to rephrase the question. I feel like I'm probably gonna be doing that a lot this morning. So if I look at like the LRM stuff, that's 35 chances to hit the head, and we rarely hit the head with that. And our SRM boats, like where the hell are they? This is SRM 14. It's not that many, I guess. And we have a larger. This is an 18 SRM. All right. Here's my issue. Here's what we're running into. So there's some stuff came up in our last D&D session yesterday about passive perception. And passive skills in general. A kind of cursory glance suggests that there's only passive perception. If you read the observant feat, that suggests there's another skill, passive investigation. If you read some online material, it suggests there might be passive skills for everything. I am having some issue with passive skills as a whole. Let's take a look at perception, passive perception versus stealth. In every other scenario where you're trying to, let's say, convince someone, where it's deception versus insight, or persuasion versus insight or something, it's a contested skill check where both players are starting at an equal dice roll. You know, so you're a dice roll plus a modifier, so be it. Stealth versus passive perception gets really fucking shitty for stealth all of a sudden. Because if your passive perception is a base of 10 plus your ability modifier plus your proficiency modifier, and let's just assume that, right? So the comparison of a person proficient in wisdom to a proficient in insight to proficient in persuasion. Let's say take that example, right? It's a d20 plus equal modifiers there. There's a roll against each other. Your percent chances to do that are hypothetically even at even skill levels. Sure. take stealth, for example. If stealth is a active skill roll, but your passive perception defines the floor of your roll, which is supposedly what passive perception does. If you roll an active perception roll lower than your passive perception, you use your passive perception. That means the contested roll for stealth is your stealth roll, which is a d20 plus your double modifiers, compared to the other player's roll with a minimum of 10. That's a huge fucking difference in how those two systems work. So if that is the case, which would explain why stealth is fucking garbage in this game, which, is that intended? Is that how it's supposed to work? Are there other types of passive skills? So. Anyways, I'm probably derailing, but that's that. Remind me, QD, we make a command about that today. I wanna summarize that from time to time. But it doesn't matter what you factor in. Like, okay, advantage is +5 and disadvantage is -5. If your passive perception is just always running around with a base of 10 plus ability modifiers plus proficiency modifiers, basically anything that checks against that is at a massive disadvantage all of the time. And there are situations you can work to extenuate that, to make that in a less extenuating circumstance, like, okay, it's rainy, it's dark, you're asleep, you're unconscious, you know, the guy has a fucking high-tech camouflage suit on or something, like whatever you want to do with this, you can mess with that to change that, but that still means that's the only skill in which the opponent always has a minimum on top of their dice roll. And I don't know if that's intended or not, and the fact that there's also a reference to passive investigation suggests that all skills might be passive. And if that's true, that massively changes the rolling system, and I want to know about that. Anyways, we're doing some mech wear. What are we doing for that? The way 5e works, you can increase your modifier to your skills such as stealth by really high amounts. Only expertise is going to make it grow. Your passive perception grows at the exact same rate that your stealth grows, unless you have expertise in one and not the other. So that's not true. Stealth is not a skill that grows any faster than a equally specialized character in perception. Hey, UB Micah. Your colors are hard for me to read today. Do I have a favorite, least favorite systems in Battletech yet? I like efficiency, and medium lasers and SRMs are the most damage efficient. I like AC-20s are really fun right now for one-shots on components, and I like the idea of a melee mech, although I haven't seen it work in practice. Well, that's the other thing I want to look at. I was going to look at, I hate the background humming of that screen. I was going to look at, hey, small cat, what are you doing? I'm just going to need you to read the title of the stream, and then get that answered for yourself. So we're going for that punch skill? No, we aren't. We accidentally assigned points in here stupidly. What we're actually going for is guts. Guts in piloting. Is that melee, base melee hit that relevant? Are there other passive scores of Exterius besides just passive perception? Oh, hello, Bender Me Over. I'm just going to direct you to the stream title. QED, will you just spam Frostpunk for them once or twice? Okay. Let's get going. And thank you for setting up that clip, that will help. Okay. So, we are going to our mech bay, where we have mechs. We're going to do things with our mechs. We're going to put the mechs in the mech bays and refit them. Refit immediately. Someone was annoyed with a fucking PC fit. So, This one is breaking the mold in terms of how we name our stuff. This should be 14 SRM. Which, by the way, doesn't sound that good. How can it have only 14 SRM and run hot? I have every intention of checking out Frostpunk, guys, but it will probably be when I am content with Battletech for a while. I'm not yet there. Alright, we need to refit this dragon to not be a... Man, that's a big deal, though. We gain 5 tons. And when we gain 5 tons, we lose an entire initiative bracket. I don't know how these casual gamers can flip from game to game to game QED. I can only do that when I'm like, when I've passed the initial stages of a game, and then I'm like, oh, okay, I want to do a little bit of this game today. So it would be fantastic to put our Imperator AC-20 on something and run around one-shotting things. That could be glorious. But this crummy piece of shit. So we have 2 AC mounts on the right arm. 2 energy hardpoints and 2 missile hardpoints. Okay, Surge. So let's see what we can do with this. What can we run an AC-20 on this? Let's say we give it the Alright, let's strip everything. And all the armor. What a fat piece of shit. So he weighs 31 tons before we put anything on him. Let's try now putting our AC on him. Alright. 0 armor in all conditions. Means I could fit that autocannon.
Quitters never win.
Hey, I think you see snakes. Oh, and I forgot to run a component of my Twitch setup. 2 seconds to get that started. 1, 2, there we go. Welcome back. Of course there's a goddamn spreadsheet. What do you think this is? Casual fucking Thursday? No. This is Filthy Robots channel. There's gonna be a spreadsheet. So what else do I do? So I put the AC-20 on. And now I gotta put some ammo on him because, you know, first world problems with the AC-20. Now we got some ammo on there. Great. And now we gotta get some armor on there. Okay, we're over... Wow, when you ask it to auto put armor, it puts it in really stupid places. Max back before max front. What is this? It's a terrible idea. Terrible idea. Literally terrible. Alright, well, let's say we keep going with this. Maybe 40 in there. You're not going to armor our arm because no one knows. We need a bit more armor down here for sure. Wow, we have 140 top and we're only at 100. Alright, let's say we ran something like that. That's it. We literally are an autocannon. We maybe could fit 1 medium laser on if we really wanted to. Why not 0 armor on the back? Because I don't trust it. Too many times a small will get behind you and flank you, and then if you have 0 armor on the back, you're getting absolutely murderized. Alright, so maybe the AC-20 doesn't work on this boat, which is weird because the Hunchback, I feel like the Hunchback actually fits the AC-20 and can have a halfway reasonable fit. And the Hunchback is 10 tons lighter than this mech. Am I just, am I deluded, chat? Don't we have a Hunchback? So how does the Hunchback do it as a mech that's 10 tons lighter than this pile of steam, this hot pile of steaming shit that is the Dragon? Because I think at the moment the Dragon's going straight to my refit bay, or straight to my storage, and then straight to being sold to whatever ridiculously underexperienced mech warrior wants a Dragon. Because I don't see a point on this boat right now. All right, you have a mixed weapon system including autocannons. Great, mixed weapon systems. The joy is real. Less armor, but when I strip all the armor off, it's still useless. So, alright. Let's get rid of that dragon. Dragon seems like garbage. Vexterius, the best way to do that is to dump that in my Discord, because if you put a link right now, I've got a multitask between what I'm doing and the conversation we're having. If you throw it in Discord, I can look it up later. I know I've read this section in the, I think it's the DM's handbook, but it might be the player's handbook on passive skills, but it did not do a very good job of telling me whether or not there are passive skills for everything or not. Alright. So let's... You're telling me it's because... Alright, chat is now trying to convince me the dragon is not the pile of shit I believe it is. Because why? Because it has lots of little bars over here. Look at all the bars. The bars are really good. Alright, so we will be selling this to the lowest bidder. And I guess that means we're refitting our other Kintaro. Do we have other things that need to be refit immediately? Jump jets, jump jets, jump jets. No jump jets. Jump jets. Where's my existing Kintaro? It's currently being fixed. No jump jets. Oh, this is the AI build too. So we could mess around with the trebuchet. Not that I'm particularly impressed with the trebuchet hardpoint setup. And the dragon. Okay. What if we made the dragon a melee only machine? Well, what are the benefits to doing that? So we have a melee only machine. So let's look at this. 140, 140, 100, 100, right? So 200 in the center. 200 in the center is a lot. Is it more heavily armored than our other mech? I don't think it is, right? So I think if we look at our Brawler Flamer. Let's just take a quick look at him. Flamer Brawler. Also, should be the 4-Flamer Jump Jet Brawler, of fucking course. 4-Flamer, 4 medium laser. Okay. This guy has 210 armor, maxed out. 150, so he's got more armor, and it's just clearly the tonnage, so the tonnage gives him more armor. But he can actually set a fucking group of things that lets him do something, so... I don't know. Trebuchet should be doing what you're doing with the Centurion, and Centurion should be refit for brawling. Centurion is refit for brawling. This is a brawl build. Short-range missiles and medium lasers. You're probably talking about my Shadowhawk variant, which is a heavier mech than the Trebuchet and has more missile hardpoints, which is what you should be doing with a fucking missile boat. I don't know that the Centurion is all that impressive. Maybe we can go look at the Trebuchet together, rather. What does the Trebuchet bring to the table? 2 missile hardpoints, sure. Anything else? No? Why would I ever want to bring this anywhere? Okay. Yeah, you might have been catching the other campaign, K-Surge. We did it initially because the Centurion was the first thing we could do that with, and once we had Shadowhawks available to us, we did it that way. But in this campaign, we've had Shadowhawks since before that. Okay, so what it looks like to me is the Trebuchet is kind of doing what it's supposed to be doing right now. It's got about, you know, if we look at that one more time, it's got about half armor on it. No jump jets, a little bit of lasers, a little bit under half armor. This feels like a terrible build to me. In fact, the more I look at it, the more terrible it becomes. Why would I want 3? We're almost never going to use those medium lasers. They weigh almost nothing too, though, so we're not going to gain anything from this. Really what that means is running probably more LRMs than it realistically can run. And it's going to cap out on shit relatively, like cap out on heat if it's brawling, cap out on armor if it's in any sort of close range, and cap out of missiles if we have any sort of decent length engagement. So it's pretty garbage as it is. But it's not as garbage as the dragon. Let's get this properly named. Alright. Schmuck has an H in it, right? It's like that. Schmuck. Yeah, I think it's like that. Alright. Perfect. So we can get rid of that one. So the only one we need to refit is the Kintaro, the AI Kintaro, which is this one. SCHMUCK, yeah. Okay. Alright. So, this is the AI build of the Kintaro, which I actually don't mind. It just runs too hot, and it has an LRM on there for no reason that I can understand. Maybe they really value multi-targeting, and they're like, yeah, LRMs. Causing a bunch of heat and no damage. Great. And it gives it no jump jets. I really prefer the variant we're running. I just want to kind of duplicate the variant we're running. So maybe I back out real quick, take a look at that, and then plug it in. Wonder if I can do that while it's under repair. I don't want to stop work. I just want to look at my fit. No, I can't do that. All right, so in 2 days' time, we need to stop and refit. Okay, so the end result of like 20 minutes of looking at our mechs is we just looked at mechs for 20 minutes, which is a glorious use of our time, but perhaps not the what we were pretending to do there. Yeah, I think I'll play a flamethrower mech. I have a flamethrower mech in my inventory that will be used on the next mission. That's our first time it's been available to us. So yes, I do.
Up that job you asked for, Commander.
All right, let's take a quick look at the mech bay. Take a look at our new guy. You know, I don't like fucking ammo on my torso. It seems like a quick way to lose my pilot. Okay, so this is the one we refit. How hot are we actually running? I need that, like, I need heat represented as a... Maybe I just give... I can't put a negative in there, right? I can't put symbols in here? No, why not? No symbols? Could put M for minus, N for negative, P for positive. I don't know. It starts to get a little bit technical. Alright. So what do we actually run here? This is 22 SRM missiles, supposedly. 4 4s and a 6. So that is indeed 22 medium missiles. With a medium laser to go with it. What do we actually generate in heat? These are generating 8. 8 4s are 32. Add to that 14. So 32 is 46. Add to that medium laser is 46 is 56. We have no heat sinks on this. Jesus. No heat sinks? Seems optimistic, Filthy. How many rounds of ammo? No heat sinks? I mean, I guess one heat sink's not gonna make any fucking difference here. So this is alpha punch style thing. That's gonna overheat so fast with no jump jets. This is my design? Was I drinking? It's possible. Alright, let's get the good stuff. Let's go look at heat efficiency on our spreadsheet. So average damage per heat is going to be SRM4s are the best damage per heat that we can get pretty much outside of AC2s. I mean, I like the huge amounts of armor here, but I don't know, guys. I guess I bring these mostly on cold worlds. So we could drop the SRM6 for another SRM4. That gives us better heat efficiency and frees up, I think, a ton. Frees up a ton. I think drop in 1 heatsink. Is that worth anything? Give these loses 2 missiles. I even have an SRM4. I got 1. So I certainly can't refit the other one. I might be able to get rid of one of these SRM ammo packs too. We're running 300 ammo on this, and we're only hitting for probably 20 at the end of this. So let's take a look at what that sets up calculator-wise. So we have 300 divided by 22 for the rounds of combat. We have 13 rounds of combat. If I put that 200 divided by 20, it brings that down to 10. I think I'm okay with that. I hate fucking asymmetrical builds anyways. So we could do that, pull that, throw in an SRM4. Alright, freed up 2 tons doing that. That's heat sinks, potentially. These weigh 1 each. What does this actually do for us now? So we switch to SRM4s, which are 8 each. 8 5s are 40. Add 10 for that. It's 50. Subtract 30 for base heat regeneration, and then another 6. So we're subtracting 36 from 50. Gives us 14 additional heat added per round. All right, that's a little bit better. I can live with this. All right, so this becomes an SRM20. I want to quantify hot. because hot doesn't actually tell me anything. This is really should be like 14 hot, or hot 14. Because that's the positive heat we come out with, right? I think that was right. Let me just do the math one more time. 5, these are 8, 8 5s are 40, that's 50. 50 minus 30 is 20, minus another 6 is 14. Okay, I can live with that. You use more ACs than me? Go look at the spreadsheet and you can see why I don't use ACs very much. Alright. It's gonna take him 2 days, that's fine. I need more SRM4s.
No. Shouldn't be too hard.
And I do want to refit the other Kintaro. Or I could refit that trebuchet. Can we do anything with this trebuchet that doesn't make me hate it and everything about it? So we have 4 laser mounts and I don't love its armor. I don't love its layout. All the weapons are on the arms, which are the most vulnerable portions. I don't want to refit that. Okay. But ACs other than the AC-20 don't actually have very high point damage. I mean, the medium lasers are, I mean, just look at the numbers again, right? Let's look at the ACs, right? So the actual damage an AC does, 25, 45, 60, 100 is your damage right there. I guess on some level, I mean, yeah, okay, I guess the AC2s are the equivalent to a medium laser. The AC5's about the equivalent to a large laser in terms of point damage. The AC10 is slightly better than a PPC for point damage, but not a whole lot better. I don't know. I hear you about the focus damage. That's why I like the AC-20, but I'm not sure the medium-size autocannons actually get me my fix of point damage. So we have 7 days of travel yet. I need to refit something. I'm pouncing around on this because I don't actually have something I really want to refit. Oh, we have, let's go, I guess we can keep working on our nomenclature. So what does this actually run for very hot? Probably these should be SRM4s, and we should throw in some more heat sinks on this. Looks like SRM4s are pretty good. Alright, so this is 14, it's 28, is 38, is 42, is 52, is 62. And 62, I'm going to ignore the small laser. 62 minus 12 is 50, minus 30 is 20. So this is hot 20. Okay. So that we can start actually running comparisons between our stuff when we're running on different worlds. So what does this run? This is neutral. By how much? It's 50. We have a lot of heat sinks on this. 50 is 64. And we're running 18 there and 30. How is 64 minus fucking... How did this get to be neutral? What? This isn't neutral. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. 64. 64 heat. Minus 30 is 34. Minus 12 is 34 minus 12 is 22. Minus another 12 is 10. I mean, it's slightly hot, right? It's not terrible, but it's not neutral. Especially if we ever use the jump jets. So what I need to do, chat, as we play through this, is get a sense of how that actually works. 9, not 12. What? Did I do math wrong? I can do this on a calculator if I have to. All right. So we have 5 medium lasers times 10. It's 50. 50 calculator, I said. Thank you. Oh my god. Fuck off. Why does it keep telling me 500, you stupid calculator? Alright, so we want to go 5 times 10 plus 14 minus 30 for the stock, and then minus 6 times 3. 6 times 3 is 18, right? Yeah, it's definitely not 10. Okay, so we're at 16. Somewhere I did math wrong. Thanks. Thanks for that, though. Thanks for pointing that out. I would have been annoyed later. Okay, this one's also running hot. By how much? This is 10. So this is... We're doing mental math on stream again? Sure. 28. Or... yeah. 28. 38. 44. Okay. 44 heat on that. Minus 6. You said 44 minus 6 is 38. Minus 30 is 8. Right? Okay, so double check with the calculator. But I'm pretty sure that's right. I'm ignoring the other lasers. So it's 10 plus 14 plus 14 plus 2. Not 2. How much heat was this? Plus 4 again then. Minus 6 for the heat sinks. Minus 30 for base is indeed 8. Good. I'm a bit worried with my own math right now. Sure. Okay. So 16, 8. Not worried about this guy. Does he run hot? I don't think he runs hot, right? We're generating 30. Generating 60. And we dump 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 heat sinks. 60 minus 15 is 45. Minus 30 is 15. All right. I guess I do a little bit. Okay. All right. I mean, really, what that tells me is that medium laser isn't something, or that heavy laser isn't something I actually want on that ship. I mean, there's something to be said about alphaing up to your heat limit and then slowing it down, for sure. Hot 20. Do we have any other hots? Yeah, we should look at the AI build here, because I think you guys are going to get a laugh out of the heat this thing generates. So this is SRM 6 times 3. These are 14 times 3. And the LRM over here is another 6. So it's 14 times 3 plus 6 plus 2 medium lasers. So that's plus 20. With no heat sinks, that's 68. This is currently 68 minus 30, which is 38. Yeah. Seems heat efficient. Okay. All right. Names do have a character limit. So I should refit this thing, but I don't have enough components for it. So do we refit it or just ignore it? Now I could strip that large. I could just make it a little bit better than it is, right? Because right now it's fucking garbage. Like that LRM is garbage. And LRM ammo is garbage. Maybe we make a weapon neutral variant of this. With like, or a heat neutral for Hot Worlds. We have an SRM too. And it's amazing. Just kidding. So, I mean, we can make this work in the meantime. We just run less SRM 6s than we would otherwise. It's just less efficient than SRM 4s. So get that ammo out of there. Dump that. Run SRM 6s here. Where's my other missile bay? So missiles on the arms are better for accuracy. Is it all weapons that are missiles on the arms are better for accuracy? I'm not entirely sure. I mean, this is at 24. The other one's only running 20, because the other one's much more heat efficient. We could do this like twice and then overload and blow up, which is fine. We could just do that. We could be fine with overloading and blowing up. This could be the least heat efficient thing known to man. Throw like SRM2 there or something. Like, we could do this. I think this fits in weight. Yeah, no armor either. Oh, I forgot I had no armor. Oh my god. Game. Really? No armor? That's what you want to tell me? Alright. Now, let's try a heat efficient variant, since we don't have enough SR4s to go around. This requires armor. because the entire point of a brawler is soak fucking damage, and if you can't soak damage, you're no good to me, and you get sold to the guy who's buying the dragon. Alright. Medium lasers are okay. The SRMs are okay. We need heat sinks and more missile mounts. So where's this SRM-6 going? That could be okay. How much heat is this generating? This is generating 28 is 38 is 42 is 52 is 62. Can I just run heat sinks now? This is an 18 instead of a 20. That's okay. I can strip a little bit of armor maybe. Still way overheat. I mean, I could just punch. No jump jumps makes me super sad. If only you didn't weigh quite as much heat sinks. Can I get up to 55? I can get up to 55 tons with max armor. Okay. So this is going to be 18 SRM, 2 medium laser. This runs hot. This is no jump jet, and it runs hot for, what did we say it was? This is 28 is 42, 52, 62 minus 30 is 32 minus 6 is 26. It's really hot. Really hot. All right. We gotta do some punching with these, clearly. Alright, 4 days.
Right.
Great.
I'll get it in the schedule.
But at least we refit the AI build. Let's go. Now let's get going. Where do you learn to see that weapons are more accurate on the arms? I think chat told me at one point.
That work order you submitted?
I think we're caught up right now in our mech bay. I don't think there's anything else I want to modify in here, which is fucking crazy talk. Everything is repaired, everything is caught up. We got that trebuchet if we want to touch that trebuchet. I don't really want to touch that trebuchet. I only want to touch myself. Oh, wait. Okay. Do you have any mechs in storage that could be brought out? I do not have any mechs in storage that could be brought out. So that's easy. I mean, this dragon, I look at this dragon, it just makes me want to throw up slightly in my mouth. Let's look at it one more time. Can we fit something else on it? Like, we have some high value, maybe you can do something with autocannons. Like, autocannons whose minimum range isn't absolutely terrible. Spreadsheet has too many tabs for this. What spreadsheets are, what spreadsheets? Minimum range on autocannons are 90 on AC5s. With a good enough pilot, we could make AC5s work. AC10s are okay too. I mean, do we like autocannons in some way that I'm not aware of? What do the 5s do? 5s are only doing 45 a hit. The big hits are good. AC10s. So if we strip this guy's components, throw an AC10s on, we do have two. I only have one AC10. Game. Yeah, okay, I put this on. I put 2 fucking autocannons on him and he's overweight. Alright, let's pretend in my wildest nightmares I got really excited about 2 AC5s. Okay, we have 3 tons before assigning armor or ammo. Alright, we've got 1 ton remaining. No. No! This is a terrible, terrible platform. AC2s? Well, AC2s are medium laser damage at like 8,000 times the weight. So fuck that guy. Alright. I guess we're not refitting anything for a little bit here. I could tackle that trebuchet. But I was kind of considering bringing it. Alright, of the LRMs, what is our most efficient damage per ton? LRM 5s are actually really good damage per ton. Really? LRM 5s? But we don't have an unlimited number of missile mounts, so actually that doesn't help us at all. Let's pretend I wanted to make this a glass cannon missile boat. Like, I don't give a fuck about the medium lasers. And I want LRM 20s, maybe. I could get 35 missiles on this. With no armor. No other weapons. It runs 33. It's very heat efficient. That's 35 missiles. What does our current one do? 35 missiles on super light armor, and heat neutral, or basically heat neutral. So where is our actual existing LRM boat? And what does it do better? So the other one was running 20. The other one is running 35 LRMs too. This is running 30. Oh, I didn't have any ammo on that. Huh. Wow. This is already doing what I want it to do. Okay. Alright. Okay. So we don't care. This is the end of that. Alright, let's get to our destination. One more day. Everyone's healed up except Behemoth. That means chat is back in action. We are ready to proceed. Probably. Maybe. Alright. Oh, I don't remember the mission. Priority mission. Desert. So it's going to be a hot biome. And let's have fun with the settings. So part of the joy of this game is it's customizable. We've got a big mech bay. We got plenty of pilots. We even have chat. Is chat? I wish it told me the remaining experience on this bar. I think everybody's leveled right now. I think. I think everybody's leveled. I think. Seems important right now. And I think we decided we were going to do Juggernaut in chat, right? Certainly moving after shooting feels very unappealing to me.
Mech warrior training complete.
Okay.
Standing by.
Decker with 100 experience.
What can I do for ya?
Glitch with 2,000. I can put points anywhere on Glitch now. She has piloting to this level, and she has her reaching shot, which I've been interested in. It's probably starting to go down guts. Does this do anything for me? Minus 45 minimum range is actually something that might be useful on her, depending on what we put her in. We should think about what boats we want people piloting. Medusa is saving for Master Tactician. The other guys are fill-ins. And Behemoth is also saving for Master Tactician. Okay, so with that in mind, what mechs do we want to bring on our sweet, sweet mission? So I definitely want to bring our new brawler, which is our 65-ton Jaeger mech. And what are we doing? I want to bring our LRM. Why doesn't it tell me on here the name? Okay. And do I have autocannons that we're running at all? I'm not running autocannons at all, so Glitch's kind of primary function to hit people with very large weapons isn't really happening right now. She could run the LRM boat. That wouldn't be terrible. Who wants to have... Chat is really supposed to be designing this, and they do have evasive movement, which is okay. We're going to put Chat in the giant Jaeger mech, because I know Chat loves big numbers and punching things, so it's fine. We can do that for you, Chat. Alright, what else do we have? Hot 26, Hot 14, a little bit better. Forgot to put the medium lasers on here on that list. Hot 8 seems like it's going to be useful here. Let's bring that. This one is just hot because we forgot to fucking rename it. Hot 16, Hot 20, Hot 14. That looks probably what we're going to run is the SRM-20's no jump jets, Hot 14 variant of the Kintaro. So this is probably what we're running. So who wants to pilot what there? Eventually I want her using AC-10s or AC-20s. I'm not sure that I want to level up tactics past that. I want recoil, which I'm pretty sure comes in at the guts. So I don't think I want to expend that experience there. I'm okay with her running in there. Decker could be fine with that too. Decker's gunnery is rather poor at 3. Her gunnery is 8. That might be something we do. And then we want brawling up here. Medusa is a good brawler, especially with that permanent setup there. Shadowhawk? Not necessarily. And who else? We've got Slammer, excuse me, or Decker. Decker does not have... Oh god, but +1 initiative. Hello, Derizen. I really like Bulwark for the frontline guys, and we're running 3 frontline guys. Probably I should be bringing Behemoth, but I think I might bring Summer here. That means Decker's not leveling, and I'd like Decker to level. What is he going to be set up as eventually? Oh, we aren't entirely sure. He might be ending up as these guys are spec'd anyways. I could just put him in a position where it's not quite as clear what he's going to be doing. But I really don't want to. I don't want my mechs blowing up here. All right. So probably we run this then. This is the debut of the Jaeger mech for sure. Does Bulwark plus Mover after shooting mean you can brace and get evasion? Bulwark has nothing to do. You can always brace after getting evasion if you want to spend actions doing it. Anyone famous in chat? Yeah, I'm pretty famous and I'm in chat. I could say something if you really want. Like maybe type in chat to show you that I'm there too. This isn't recorded. That might give it away. All right. This doesn't make me happy. I don't want to level my next tier of guys. Okay. So I guess we're bringing Decker anyways. I'm not thrilled about that. All right, this is fine. Let's bring it. Try not to be shitty, Decker. 8. I probably should do that instead. Just sets her up to get hurt. Because 8 tactics is really good for long-range medium weapons, although long-range missiles. Although 3 gunnery is pretty poor for that. At the same time. All right. Good. First mission. How long did it take? 53 minutes. It's not quite a record. 53 minutes of talking about our setups. Oh, what a good day. What a good day. A glorious day in the world of FilthyRobot. All right, priority mission. Blah, 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 blah. Eliminate their defense and prevent them from getting away. Oh, I remember this one. From getting away with the munitions. Okay. You don't think it might take skill to fire missiles? Well, this is the future, and calculators are lost tech. So it's all done by I don't know. What do you use to measure the degrees of something? Like, what is the one that measures like degrees off the horizon? How did they fire mortars before computers? This is probably how our guys are doing it. My point is, it's complicated.
Initiated.
All right. Munitions dump. Need to take it back.